So welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be drawing Evolved Godzilla from Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. First, I'm going to start here for Godzilla's brow, and it will just come up like right here. I'm going to make it just go up kind of like that. This is going to be Godzilla's brow, and I'm going to make it come a little bit higher up. So like right here, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to make some spikes coming along here. So like the spikes on Godzilla's brow, I'm gonna make them coming across here, just like about like this, and then like right here they're gonna start to like sort of drop down. But I'm gonna get I'm gonna get into that later. But first, I'm gonna make right here. I'm gonna make it go right there, and then I'm gonna make this go something like this. And then right over here, I'm gonna make the brow sort of like come up like that. And then it will just start to go over here. And it will just come up here, just like that. I'll just go off the paper, just like that. I'm gonna do another row of these spikes going over there. So it's just gonna go back there. And then there's gonna be just one more row, like right in here. So just like that is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna make some little lines kind of below it. Now you can put some little details on here. Then I'm going to put some lines going across, probably like that. Just to add a little bit of some details. And then probably a little bit of some more over there. Okay, and there, so this is what I've got so far. Not too much, but just the brow. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make for the brow right here. I'm at the snout. For the snout, I'm just gonna make this come down here, about like that. And then I'm gonna make this sort of come down like that. No, wait, don't copy that. I'm gonna make this come down a little bit farther, like there. And then I'm gonna make this sort of come down like that, just like that. And then right here, so this is the nostril for Godzilla. It would come down like right there. And then you can see the other one like right here, just right there. And then I'm gonna draw a little line coming from the side, like right there. I'm gonna even that out a little bit, actually. Okay, how about that? And now let's have some little spikes right here. So I'm gonna add some spikes on this side because Godzilla Evolved kind of has like a spike kind of layer, like he has some spikes on his nostril, like right there. Okay, and now I'm gonna bring this over here, starting right there, like something like this. I'm gonna draw it kind of like rough right here, and it'll start to like come up like right here, something like that. And then it will just start to like sort of come down like right over here. And then I'll just do something like that. I'm gonna erase that because I kind of messed up. I didn't want it to actually be like that. It was a little too high up for my liking. So I'm gonna bring this across to like right there actually instead. And it will just sort of come down to about a point like right there. So something like this. And then I'm gonna make this come up right here and start to do something like this. Fix this up. And there's that. So now for like the jaw, the bottom jaw. No, not that yet. So like Godzilla has like, if you don't, so I'm gonna draw like something like this across, and then I was gonna have like these like lines coming across, like just like on a T-Rex. If you've seen Jurassic World, or like the Jurassic World franchise, like the T-Rex has like some of these like, you can see like the gum, like the, you know, I cannot explain very well for some reason. So so I don't bore you, I'm gonna do that. And there, I just did that across there, and then I'm gonna make something like this. So like for the bottom jaw, I'm gonna make this come from like right here, and it will just come down like right here. And so like right here, it's gonna start to like curve, like about something like that. We'll just like stop like about right here maybe. Okay, oops. Okay, I'm gonna do something like that, but I'm gonna fix this a little bit. So I'm gonna do something like that for the bottom jaw, and then I'm gonna make this sort of come around. Okay, so for the teeth, I'm gonna make, so Godzilla has very different teeth, like just his teeth vary, like I mean like he has small teeth, large teeth, curved teeth, straight teeth, like almost every kind of tooth maybe. No, of course not a herbivore tooth, like a Parasaurolophus. So there, how about, so I'm gonna get to over here, I'm gonna make some bigger teeth in the area, like right there. And then back here, I'm gonna make some teeth like this. And I'm gonna do that. And then I'm just gonna add some bigger teeth in the area. I'm gonna do something like that, maybe. Probably no. So I'm actually gonna, I didn't want to erase that all. I'm gonna make this more on the edge, like back there, not right here. Okay, but I cannot erase it. It's so hard to erase for some reason. But there, and now right here, I'm gonna get this kind of like a straight line coming down there. And then it will just sort of come in like right there. So also I'm gonna draw some spikes in random places because Godzilla Evolved is quite spiky. And then so like back here, like right here, I'm gonna make this go back there. I'm gonna make some spikes like right there. And then there, I'm gonna make some spikes coming like right here. And then something like that maybe. That would be quite good. And then I'm gonna connect this all. So something like that, that looks pretty good actually. really happy with how this is turning out. So like that. Okay, I'm actually gonna fix just a few little things. Not much. You don't have to fix this if you don't want to. If you like the way yours looks right now, if you're copying the video, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it just to make it a little thicker, maybe. Yeah, so like that. And now you can draw some more spikes in here. So like probably some like right there. And there. Godzilla's very spiky in the evolved state, so whatever you want to do, you can make any spikes in some areas. There, I just put this line of like gum around there. If you need to pause or something, you can fast forward if I'm going too slow, or pause it if I'm going too fast. I kind of think I'm quite slow at drawing, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna put some more details around here. Just around here, like this. And then around the jaw, I meant the gum, you can draw a line coming around here. And then you can draw some more little details here and there. Whatever you like to do, you can do. And then I'm gonna add some little scales here and there, maybe. And then, like right here, I'm gonna draw his neck coming straight down, like coming from like right there. It's like, I'm probably gonna do something like this. Like starting like right there. We'll come down like right there. And now what I'm gonna do is like right here. It's gonna be like the main scales, like right, coming down from like probably about right here. I'm gonna make these coming out right there, and then I'm gonna make doing something like this. Okay, and how about this? Okay, there, that's what I'm gonna do right there. So these are like you can kind of see the other side of the neck over there. And then I'm gonna draw some little lines on the edge of these, just on the bottom. And then I'm gonna draw some lines coming straight up to make it look like he has kind of like some scratch marks from being in loads of battles with like Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, Kong, Star King, Shimo, I used to say, I meant Mutos, can't forget them because they really beat up Godzilla. Mutos used to be my favorite monster at one point, like when I was like 5. Like I really liked the Mutos before. Okay, and now there. And then like right over here, I'm gonna draw like a line along the edge, like right here, to add a little bit of some detail around there. And then you can add some little spikes there. Oh yeah, and so now, starting here, I'm gonna add a spike line. So like, I'm gonna start with one spike, like right there. Wait, first before I do that, starting up there probably, I'm gonna start with Godzilla's head coming down. Okay, there's no way it would be like that. Okay, I'm gonna make it go over there maybe. I'll be right back. I fixed that. It was kind of bad, but there. And also, you wanna make it a little spiky up here. Just make it like quite jagged, I would say. And then it will just come down over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some little spikes going down here. I'm probably gonna need to sharpen my pencil soon. But there. Actually, wait, don't copy this yet. Okay, and now I fixed that. It was kind of not looking right. But right up here, I'm gonna make this. Kind of forgot to finish parts of Godzill's brow up there. But now, like, for the spike line right here, I'm gonna make this go up. And then, now it's gonna start to separate from that line now. And now it will just start to, like, go down, like, right here. And you can see it slowly just disappearing, going back there. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna draw like a line under some of these. Just like that. Just fix the head because it just wasn't looking right. But now like on here, I'm gonna draw lines coming straight down. So like right there, like from each spike, like I'm gonna draw lines coming straight down. Just like this. I did it a little over there. Okay, and now, right here, I'm gonna draw some spikes. Just coming down like right here. And then they're just gonna go over there, just gonna go back over there. So like, I'm gonna start to make them curve kind of up. It's gonna kind of curve up like right here. So like right there is gonna start to curve up. And then one last line right here. Gonna start like about right here maybe. And then I'm gonna draw it quite small actually. And it will just go back there. And then I'm gonna start to disappear back there. Just like that. Yeah, that looks quite good actually. And now, starting right here for the brow, it's gonna start like right there. And it's gonna like do something like this. I'm gonna do that, and then right here is gonna come up. And another one right there, and then like probably like one more like right there. Actually gonna make this one a little smaller because it was a little too big. But there, and then like right here, I'm gonna make this like right here. Like it's kind of like it's spikes. The spikes like right here. So like something like this. Wait, hold on, I messed up right there. So this is supposed to like connect up like right here. So like somewhat like this. So like that is gonna start to connect up like right there. And then I'm gonna draw one more of this like coming down here. So like coming down here like this. And we'll just go down like that. But wait, hold on. I'm gonna fix this very quickly. Okay, there. I just had to pause for a little bit. But now, like right here, I'm gonna make these lines sort of like come up just a little bit, like kind of like it's connecting over there. And then it's supposed to like right there is gonna like start to come up. So like back here, like for But I'm gonna make these lines come down first. Okay, so now, like, right here, I'm gonna start to, like, make some lines starting to come up, like, right there. So, like, something like this. Also, try to draw them a little rough because they make them look a little bit more, just make them look better in a certain way for some reason. They look better when they do that. Okay, there, I'm gonna do something like that. Okay, that is a lot. And then I'm gonna draw some more like right here. Okay, how about that? And maybe I'm gonna bring these down actually a bit. And then put the thing like right here. So I'm gonna do that instead, and then some lines coming across there. But now I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger by bringing these down a little bit more. And then, so I'm gonna do something like that, and then that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some lines coming up from like right here, and it will just go back there. They always add something to it that I don't really know, but it makes it look better. Just make these lines coming across, just make it look just quite good. Like this. So there, I've done that. And so now, so like basically the last two things are the gills detail and then spikes. Three things, but I meant. Okay, so for the gills, they're gonna be like this. All those gills are like quite spiky, and then they're just gonna come like that. That, and then that. And also, if you have unsteady hands or something, this is, you can put that to use with doing, with drawing Godzilla, because Godzilla is like very rough. It doesn't, so like, you want to try to make him look rough by drawing a lot of bumps and stuff. And now, I'm gonna make some little details like right here. And then some like that. And that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some little lines coming up from like right here. Okay, and there, how about that? That looks quite nice, actually. Okay, and now, like right here, you can add some little lines and stuff, just like that. And then add some more, like right here. To blend this all in together, you want to do this. And then add some, so like towards the bottom you can add some like spikes and stuff down here, like that. In there. So last three things: eye spikes, and then mouth. I already forgot the inside of the mouth. So like right here, I'm gonna bring this down, and then we'll just sort of connect like right there. And then tongue. How about that? And then that going up there. Then you can add some little like slobber lines coming down in certain areas if you'd like. And then something like that down there. And how about that? I hope you liked that. I hope you liked it. Oh wait, I'm not done. Okay, so Godzilla Evolved had some nice spikes. I actually really like the new Godzilla Evolved spikes. They look quite nice. And so I'm gonna draw these. I'm just gonna go up there. And then, yeah, I hope you liked that. I hope you liked drawing this. I certainly liked this, especially the head. I liked drawing. I'm gonna try to like make them a little bit more rough because it doesn't look quite how I like it to be. Okay, there. Okay. Now I hope you liked this video. If this was helpful, I'm gonna add some detail on this because what's Godzilla with no radiation details? See, it has more of like a charging look to it. It doesn't look like his usual radiation look. It looks quite different now, and I like it. Nothing worse, nothing better. This is different in the way I like it. Okay, and now Godzilla's eye. Well, the one part that I save for last because I usually always mess it up in the beginning. Probably some. Okay, he looks. Okay, no, not doing that. I'm gonna make this actually a little bit closer to the front, and I'm gonna make it smaller. Probably something like that, maybe. Okay, don't make him look sad. I'm not gonna make him look sad. Make him look somewhat like that. And there. Now I'm gonna draw his pupil. I draw some details on here. And there, I hope you liked this video. This was helpful. I'm gonna see you in the next one, but I'm gonna make it look like it's looking at us. Okay, I don't want to make him look like he's squinting. I'm gonna draw that edge a little bit more like that. And there. I hope you like this video. If this was helpful, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.